What was that like being in Korea as a Jew, but also even just as a white guy, walking around in Korea?
It was it was an amazing experience. I loved it. The family loved it.
A redhead.
Yeah. I heard nothing but nice things. It's interesting,
He did have red hair once.
That's true. Yeah, there did used to be a little more color. More so there. You can see older videos. But yeah, it was. We loved it there. There's really no anti-Semitism there. The people are kind. They love to see the kids, and we'd go out. The base there is in a city called Pyeongtaek. So you're out in the country. It's not even like you're in the city. And yeah, Jewishly, it's hard, right? There's no community, obviously. I mean, there's Shluchim and Sola do an amazing job, but, there's nobody that you're dealing with day to day. Food is a big issue. There's, nothing there. But with those challenges came a lot of beauty. We had an amazing experience there.
The reason I mentioned the red hair is, during the Holocaust, my grandmother was in Shanghai. Like many Jews, that's how she escaped. And, there was a Japanese soldier who saw my grandmother, and she was the first person that he ever saw with red hair. But my great-grandfather didn't know this at the time. The soldier picks up my grandmother and takes her to the military base, and my great-grandfather was freaking out. Finally gets someone to translate what the hell is going on. All this soldier wanted to do was show his friends that there's a person, a human being that has red hair.
I used to.
So we always used to make fun of her that she, which is still with us, thank God. But we always make fun of her that she was the first person to get arrested for being a ranger.
Listen, I was born in Hawaii as a little kid. My dad would always tell me that the tourists always would, take pictures when I had red hair.
So, but talking about Korea, we always hear about how they learn the Talmud.
Yes.
So is that, really? So tell me about that.
So I'd always heard that, and I was always curious if this was just a myth so I started asking. So we have we have a beautiful partnership there with the Korean Army, and they have katusas, which are Korean augmentees to the U.S. Army. And so every chaplain will have a katusa. There's a lot of them. And so I started to ask them, is this a true thing? And sure enough, one after the other told me. I remember one of them told me every week their mother would put up a different page of the Talmud in Korean on the fridge, and they would have to learn it. I had other ones tell me they learned it in high school, and so it was very common. And I would always ask them what was the purpose. And what they told me was that they didn't know much about Jews, but that they viewed them as being very intelligent, and they believed that it was that style of learning. Because of the Gemara, that learning is what sort of led to that sort of intelligence. And so they would learn it, I guess, less for the content, but more for the style of learning.
I mean, I would concur with that thesis. I mean, it's all about questioning and debating, and it's a law book. I mean, it's essentially the OG lawyers' debate club.
And because of that, I think they have, as a country, I saw nothing but respect for the Jewish people. The people would stop us and ask questions and take pictures, but always with a big smile. And we saw nothing negative. It was a beautiful experience.